Oh, right. Yeah, now it's working. Now it's working. Okay, look at this banner. Got some creativity. Okay, let me wait. My screen is not right. Let's open this one. All right, welcome to a new daily recap. It's the 26th of April. I did trade today, but I didn't catch any trades. There was nothing that fit up my plan, so I just waited and there was no trade. Overall, I don't see any big trades, but we're just gonna go over it, look into it, because I marked out a trade over here. It just didn't give anything. Probably if I entered here, well, it's outside of my trading times. I only trade London, but if I entered here, it would have ended up in a loss, I guess, because it was slight large, quite large, not, or in a reduced stop loss. I will check that out. Let's start on the daily, and let's start by the candle formation and how yesterday formed. So, damn, look at this is perfect. Sorry. This is good. Look at how we are came above and we are now below this candle already, below the closure of this candle. And we got like 3 hours left until the next candle. So yesterday's candle fairly bearish and today followed by a strong bullish candle taking up previous daily highs. 4 hour wise you can see the same. So Frankfurt open till London close. We got that strong push up and yeah, that was basically my session. So this was my session, and you can see that's not really tradable. I was looking for longs and I was looking for shorts. In my pre-market analysis, as I said, like I was looking for longs below previous daily low. Now this shouldn't be necessary. Why? Because it should be because yes, we took these lows, but like I wanted to see this daily low being taken. Now, if we go to the 5 minute though, we can see that we actually are forming some oops, let me put this down. So I actually changed my screen setup so I can analyze more in the middle of my screen. I figured it's easier and better to follow instead of me analyzing around this area. So we can see that we actually have bullish structure going on here on the 5 minute. So we took these lows and you can see this high. Then we got like this low and essentially bullish break. I don't know if that's a bullish break, but we got bullish structure. Then over here, over here, and over here. And then, yeah, even on this structure, we didn't like return to. So this the one didn't come above. Yeah, but basically, then it's like something like this. There you go. So we got a high, a low, bullish break, retracement to the downside. You can see liquidity building up here, push, liquidity building up here, come back to the downside, take internal range liquidity, continuation up. And that was basically Asian session. Taking these lows now on the 50-minute looks something like this. So my reason to look for the longs below this area was the liquidity building up over here. For one, previous daily lows below here, a 50-minute POI sitting below here. And I also said in my pre-market analysis that we have liquidity over here, so it's a bit tricky to long from here, but it is valid to me. And that would be my like higher probability setup because we take an additional pool of liquidity in the form of these lows and previous daily low. Now for shorts, I was looking from this area. And if we go lower, we can actually see that there's like minor breaks. And I said, where are my early sellers? Where's my water? Sorry, that's a game. For mobile phone. I used to play when I was younger. And we can essentially see we got this low that led to that high, and that did not get broken to downside. Did not damn my English. That did not break to the downside. Then we got the way up, and we can see over here we got a bearish candle over here, this one, and then that's followed by a bullish, or so that could be classed maybe as a bearish break, but no. Essentially, not even after this. How do you say it? So my English is lagging today. So, especially that's where, especially not after like these candles, even though like they're not big. This is 1 minute time frame. So basically, you have a range from this low up to this high, or this low, whatever you want to take. It's just a retracement. Nothing here. Then we break through this area. Yeah, sorry, this is big. It's a quick recap because there's not much to cover. And we essentially come above here. So this is where I was on the charts. I was just marking this out. I was not trading. Usually, or like a couple months, 2 months, 2.5 months ago, this was my trading time started at 12:30, which is over here. So from this candle, then we got our early sellers. We got if we go to the 1 minute, we can see it even better. We can see that we break below here. So we got a high, a low, and then a new high being formed, just about taking out these highs over here. And then we got the bearish break. Oops. Bearish break followed by a bullish break again. Then we got a 1 minute market shift. Now the reason we can look for a 1 minute trade is that we are above this liquidity pool here. Although I class this as my 1 hour area, you could also say you can take it from the 5 minute, and you have two options to trade it. Either you take this swing, so this buy to sell move, or you take this buy to sell move. And then for this one, we got the short, and the entry would be here. So we got 71, 61, 1 pip breathing room from the equilibrium thing, aka the 50% of the buy to sell move, 6.6, 7.1. Then you would have caught a nice. So if you only target 1 to 4, I'm curious. Let's see. I don't think you get there from what I remember. I'm not sure though. Oh, this is going slow, my bad. So yeah. And it pushes now. Okay. So that would have been from the 1 minute or the minor shift. Then this is like the major shift, the more major shift. And then you would have had this area. So this is the last buy to sell move, sweeping this liquidity, sweep, and then you get your entry from this area. So 796, there you go. Well, that's even worse. And you get a huge stop, 13.5. So that's BS, really. Now then, your push price up. I don't Forex Factory, durable goods. I don't know what that is, but that could be the cause of the news. My FX book, economic calendar. Okay, so on my FX book, you get this thingy that moved it with this. I don't know what it is. But essentially, we can see stock market open. No, it's later, 15:30, 30. So we came above previous daily highs, taking out these highs. And yeah, that's basically it. Remove this. Now we can take off all this because this is not relevant anymore. We can take off this because this internal range structure is not relevant anymore. And there you go. Take off this. This is not relevant. This is not relevant. This is relevant. I will show you in a minute what I'm doing. So we got the break of structure. Now this can be still relevant, but not for now. I don't really care anymore about this. I don't really care anymore about this. I don't really care anymore about this. I just care about that area. Yeah, the best way to mark this out now is just from that low like this. So we got this liquidity to the downside now. I think this will be taken out. This will be a liquidity grab. And essentially we now got a continuation of our structure over here. And continuation of our red structure. This is not relevant anymore. Yeah, and that's basically it. Like, there's not much to cover. DXY, it's probably the opposite. Yeah. I was looking for longs here, so we can actually. So DXY stayed within this area. It didn't come below. So if DXY now pushes up, we don't have a continuation on the red structure on the DXY. Then we go to the 1 hour to see this is the 10th of April. So this low should be the 10th of April, 17th. Yeah. So that should be the 10th. Yeah. All right. Now my forecast didn't play out, unfortunately. So we can take this off. Well, this one can still stay, but we don't need arrow. I was expecting lower prices, didn't happen yet. What else is there? We can look to the left now. Sorry. And zoom in. Oh, we already got that like refined. We can maybe refine it a little bit more. Yeah. Maybe something like that. Sweeping that liquidity. And we got another area from this low to this high. These are some supply zones, but I don't like to mark it out like this. It's a bit too much, really. So instead, I prefer just to mark out this liquidity. And we can look for a nice like 5-minute shift. Or maybe proper structured turnaround from this area. That would be nice. No, I need this for my 30-day trade training. Yeah. So then come above that liquidity, maybe look for like a nice 50-minute bearish structure being formed. So coming up. And then turn around and then coming to discount and then continuation. Yeah. Now we're getting closer to our key level as well. You can see, so gotta be mindful of that as well. And that's basically it, guys. I don't have much to cover. So peace out. Stop.